Activities that improve listening skills. The improvement of understanding is for two ends. First, our own increase of knowledge. Secondly, to enable us to deliver that knowledge to others. That's a quote by John Locke. If you want to improve your listening skills, it is important to be actively involved in making it happen. As is true when it comes to improving any area of your life, you will need to work at it. There are things you can do to help improve your listening skills. Activities to improve listening skills. Out of the list of things below that you can do to help improve your listening skills, you do not have to do all of them. Try a few exercises and see which ones you like and find out what works for you. If you try something and you do not think you got much out of that particular exercise, just move on to another one. What works for one person may not work for another. Taking notes. For this exercise, spend one whole day paying close attention to any communication you have with others. Keep a notebook and write down each conversation right after you have it. Answer some basic questions, such as with whom you spoke, what was discussed, what the main points were, and whether you learned anything new. By recapping each conversation, you will be sure to listen well while it takes place, so you can gather this important information. This will give you a good idea of just how well you are paying attention, so you know the types of improvements you need to focus on. Acknowledging the speaker. When you are listening to someone speak in a situation that may be one-on-one, it is important to let the person know you are engaged and understanding what she or he is saying. If you just sit and listen, the speaker may not be able to tell whether the message is sinking in. For this exercise, make an effort to start acknowledging the listener during the conversation. You can do this by simply making such remarks as, "I see," "I understand," or "okay." What you say, so long as it is appropriate, is not as important as just making sure you are taking the time to show acknowledgement. Ask questions. For this activity, you will spend one whole day purposely asking questions when you communicate with people. Set a goal to ask 2 or 3 questions of each person you speak with or are listening to. Your goal will be to make sure the questions are asked at an appropriate time and are relevant to the discussion. You can ask for clarification or for more information about something, but try not to go off topic. This exercise will help you see how the speaker reacts to your questions, whether you are asking them at the right time, and if the questions help clarify information. The ayes have it. As you are engaging in one of the other exercises, make sure to look at the speaker, pay attention, and make eye contact at least for one whole day. Notice how it feels, how long you think you should engage before looking away, and if it helps to make the listening experience seem more active. Doing this also will show the person that you are interested in what he or she is saying, which is a key component of good listening skills. Focus on body language. You have just learned quite a bit about body language, what it looks like, and why it is important to developing good listening skills. Spend some time focusing on your own body language. You could start out by taking a day or so to see what type of body language you currently are displaying. Or you can go right to the exercise of being conscious of the body language messages you are sending out to the world. When you are listening to someone, notice your posture, where your hands are, what you are doing, etc., and work to try to make sure your gestures are all positive and enhance the listening experience rather than hinder it. Avoiding interruptions. You may not even know it if you are someone that routinely interrupts people as they are speaking. A good way to find out is to spend a day monitoring it. Try to go the whole day without making interruptions when listening to someone, and if you happen to do so, catch yourself and apologize for interrupting and ask the person to continue. As the day goes on, you will become more aware of how often you interrupt and how to handle it in a respectful way if you so happen to do so. Focus on distractions. You already have learned how important it is to minimize or eliminate distractions when listening to someone. Take a few days and purposely focus on eliminating the distractions whenever someone speaks to you. Notice how it may help the conversation. This may be an important exercise to do at home when you may have a spouse, partner, or child who enters a room to speak with you while you are watching television. Normally, if you are like most people, you probably will just keep looking at the television or possibly look up for a brief second and then go back to watching the television. However, this is not the best way to let the speaker know you are interested or paying attention. So make an effort to eliminate the distraction and see where the conversation goes then. Helpful tools. Tanya Ryman is a body language expert who has made special appearances on television shows to help decipher body language, and she also has a book on the topic. Check out her video here that demonstrates many aspects of body language within just a few minutes. You may just be surprised at all the different ways that body language plays an important role in your life. At this URL. Patience and practice. It is important to realize that you did not acquire your current listening skills overnight. Quite the contrary, they are a culmination of years or decades worth of listening habits based upon your personal experiences. In the same way, you most likely are not going to be able to change your listening habits or someone else's overnight. If you want to improve your listening habits or those of someone you know, it is going to be a process that involves practice. So be patient, work at it repeatedly, and it will become your new habit. Stick with it, and soon good habits will be the only way that you engage in listening.